Hello YouTube, RedAtMath here, and welcome back to The Division. Today we're going to be taking a look at several new aspects of the game, or at least aspects we have yet to discuss. We've checked out a medical mission, a security mission, and it's okay, Susie, you just keep talking. And now we're going to be looking into one of the tech missions. We've also already shown off the medical and tech trees of skills, and so today we're going to be looking at the security tree. You'll also notice, or probably notice right away, that my loadout has changed a little bit. No longer using a submachine gun, we've upgraded to a full-blown machine gun, or at least a light machine gun, and there's a reason for that. At the end of the last episode, I traded out for a SOCOM sniper rifle that I find better to use without the full 12x scope, and so it stops being such a long-range weapon and becomes more of like a mid to long-range weapon. And that meant that I didn't really need the same niche that the submachine gun was filling for me. And so I find that the ability to lay down an awful lot of gunfire from a light machine gun actually goes a long way. The skills for the security tree that we're going to be using here, they also kind of work along with that.
I'm not recognizing this signal.
That's a first wave agent's distress beacon.
Yeah, let's get out of that for just a second. Let's to just kind of demonstrate what those skills look like here. So I've got a mobile cover that I can lay down, basically like so. You'll notice above my own health bar there is now an additional bar that is the health of the cover. So it's not indestructible, but you know, it does a pretty decent job. I've also got Smart Cover, which is an ability that makes the cover I am behind even better. In this case, I am using it with a an added mod that causes me to regenerate HP when I'm behind it. Wow, these guys are everywhere. I'm trying to talk here, my friend. Okay. Let's run this way. And behind cover. And med pack. Okay. Wow. I got off to a rousing start. The the advantage to combining all of these skills with each other is largely that. Oh, I know why this is. Yeah, okay. The skills kind of synergize well with one another, and that's why I'm using them together. These guys are all level 20. No wonder they are kicking my ass. Okay. Let's just get this under control, and thank you. Okay. The reason for that being, we are right at the edge of the 16 to 18 and 20 to 23 level ranges here, and so we ran across a group of people a few levels above us.
I'm not recognizing this signal.
That's a first wave. We're picking up the signal from a first wave agent's transponder located in the main building of the New York Police Academy. Anytime a shade tech signal pops up, we check it out, and if the agent attached to it is still alive, that'll be a nice bonus. Of course, odds are the agent's dead. But anything you can learn about how that tech got there and what happened to the agent wearing it gets us that much closer to understanding what went wrong.
Alright, and can I also
hear?
I'm
not recognizing this signal.
That's a first wave agent's distress beacon.
It just started going off. No warning, no prior signal. What the hell?
Your guess is as good as mine. But see if you can ID a location on that pulse, and pray it keeps broadcasting.
So, I've also decided we're going to check this out on hard, and because we're going to be doing this on hard,
agent's transponder located in the main building of the New York Police Academy. Anytime a shade tech signal pops up, we check it out. And if the agent attached to it is still alive, that'll be a nice bonus. Of course, odds are the agent's dead. But anything you can learn about how that tech got there and what happened to the agent wearing it gets us that much closer to understanding what went wrong.
Gives me a good opportunity to show off a little bit of the matchmaking in the game. I would not recommend charging into a hard mission by yourself. It just doesn't end very well. So I've kind of had about a minute or so here to wait for our first match made, and if anybody else shows up, they'll just kind of drop in, which will be totally fine. Now, they've talked about the first wave of agents, and you may notice that New York City is not recently fallen, like it's pretty far down the hole. The reason for that is we're not the first group of Division agents that were activated to protect it. The first wave failed. They have kind of all gone missing. We find clues to their whereabouts occasionally, but this is really the first story mission that's addressed it. Largely, they're just collectibles strewn around the map. You find kind of a little follow the breadcrumbs mini game where you can go around and then get a case file on a specific agent. Oh, that looks lovely. There's a fancy watch.
Warning. Hostiles incoming.
Of course they are. Oh, man. Okay. That was a bad place to stand. Yep. That was an equally bad place to stand. So, you're also about to be introduced into hard mode of the game, which is fairly accurately named. It is pretty hard. You're basically fighting only elites, and they all come with tons of armor to offset the fact that you have multiple people. I think we are also... Oh, man. We're encountering new enemies for the very first time here as well. I'm assuming we are supposed to draw the conclusion that perhaps these are some of what happened to the first wave, as they look highly militaristic. Oh, jeez. Okay. Again, smart cover does heal me. That is good. It's not quite enough healing to just tank through all this, though. Cool. Come. Thank you for being suppressed. Alright, he'll stay behind cover, and we can do the same to him, and then reload. Yeesh. Okay. One down, and there goes the other one.
On site. Sounds fishy. See if you can find that missing agent, but be careful. There's no way this isn't a setup.
Okay, so these guys would appear to be a private military contractor or PMC company. Huh. Down we go. Oh, down I go. Okay, maybe we'll try riding the elevator with our companions this time. Sorry, Minnie. I thought you had stepped on as well. And we've also got Doc here, who has just joined us. I think maybe Minnie backed up to give him an opportunity to get on. I had not seen him yet. I was talking to you guys, so I didn't quite notice. All right. Sounds like a good time for a grenade. One of the nice things, of course, about Smart Cover is it also synergizes well with multiplayer. Jesus. In that it doesn't just help us. Oh my. Okay. Let's go ahead and revive Minnie. Now that the charging shotgun guy is no longer in our face. There you go. You have a machine gun too, huh? Alright. And... jeez. Okay. Let's switch back to the sniper rifle for just a second here for maximum damage output at long range. They are being kind enough to just stand at the end of this hallway with us. There we go. And we can do something like that to lay into them. Okay. Mobile cover didn't quite set itself up. Ugh, that was quite the fight. I like how I'm running into LMB for the very first time in here too. Oh, cool. We also occasionally find lockpicks throughout the city and come across locked doors, which usually hold very cool loot, like a level 18 holster. It was also blue. I like blue things. Most of my gear has made it to that level, so it's no longer super shoddy. And I found my first purple item in that SOCOM rifle that I'm now carrying. More use, huh? Alright, alright. Let's see if I can't keep some of you down for the benefit of everyone. And, man. Seeing the way the suppression mechanic works in the game. If we just sort of fire over someone's head, it will cause them to be forced to stay under cover for at least a short period of time. Very handy on things like sniper rifles, in that I can probably keep both of these guys out of our hair, and then hopefully my compatriots here can just worry about the rest. Of course, that only worked so long as we had ammo. Okay. Between a light machine gun and a sniper rifle, I am the perfect counter sniper. There we go. And you may have noticed a crit to the head does like 30,000 damage, so it's pretty effective as well. Could definitely use some additional ammo though for the other gun. Yeesh. In case it wasn't obvious, I've also never played this mission before, so it's not one I'm replaying.
I'll scout the area. Copy. I'll have a look.
That combined with the added hard difficulty may make it a little bit harder to focus on commentary than I might have liked. And I do enjoy starting a lot of fights with a grenade for pretty much this exact reason. It allows you to eliminate one enemy just kind of right off the bat while everybody else is occupied. And generally, I find light machine guns pretty effective against heavily armored enemies. Oh boy. Yep. That's another shotgun wielder. Okay. Minnie, you might want to not stand there, my friend. Due to their consistent sustained fire, allowing you to sort of stun an enemy. Ugh. A lot of times, headshots or crits will get an enemy to sort of stagger a bit. Alright, let's pitch another grenade back there. Now, it did something, maybe? No, no. Tell you what, I'm gonna come right up to here and stamp this down. Oh man. Between the two, so my smart cover is also giving just straight damage resistance in addition to healing. Oh, that worked beautifully. And it also allows you the opportunity to sort of dictate, you know, obviously where your cover is going to be going. It's right there in the name, mobile cover. I could use way more ammo than I have, though. Alright. Is that going to do it? Investigate. Check. Something upstairs. Elevator. Doc. Doc, come back. Yeah. One of the challenges, of course, of, you know, random party making. I've actually had pretty decent success with the matchmaking in the game so far. With maybe the exception of the Dark Zone. We'll talk more about that maybe some other time. But there's some incentive to betray your teammates, and for obvious reasons, pickup games don't exactly work so well for that. Okay, medkit, nice. Pulsed enemies, also nice. Let's see here. Frag out, and that went pretty well. You can see it also got them bleeding and did a pretty decent job of shredding their armor right out the gate. Ooh, okay. Oh, there went my smart cover, unfortunately. I've actually got a really nice complement of skills here between the security, the tech, as demonstrated by that turret right there, and the med between pulses and those the area of effect healing that he keeps deploying. There we go. Whew. Okay. Long reloads, of course, one of the downsides of having a light machine gun. The ability to control where your shots are going might be the other downside. Okay. Ah, great. Didn't we just get rid of you guys? No? Didn't just get rid of you guys? Okay. Jeez. Where's our backup? That was part of the deal. Interesting. Alright. You'll notice, I think we have to make a concerted effort to not quite stream of consciousness in the same way that I normally would, as it otherwise is leading to me dying a little bit more than I would like. That was like the perfect time for an ally to have stunned him.
We got a man down.
No, Doc. Okay, he's fine. Okay. Aw, I was gonna come in for the pistol kill. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, nope. Nope. Not about this. Alright, as soon as I saw our shotgun-wielding friend sprinting directly at me, decided discretion was a better part of valor. Jeez. Okay. Some HP back. Whoa. Get maybe not quite enough HP back. Oh, not good. Okay. Where did I get flanked from? Right over here. Hi. Cool. I'm barely alive. It's fine. Apparently standing up directly in front of a machine gun is not the smartest strategy.
Ain't no point in hiding there. They deployed a turret.
Okay. So that was awfully nice of him to come back and heal me. The smart cover was going to be able to do that for me, but, you know, always appreciated. Now that's out of ammo. Okay. This is one of those times where I would want to be screaming last mag if we were really in this. Yeah, that's gonna be it for ammo. Oh, jeez. Well, those guys could not have died at a better time, as I was about to find myself with 6 rounds of a light machine gun as my only ammunition. Alright, another med kit, also very cool. Another lockpick, not immediately useful, but certainly in the future. Would love to come across a restock box as well. Oh, it's like it read my mind. Okay. I have ammo again. Wonderful.
Heads up, Agent. You've got an echo in your vicinity.
Now, I don't quite understand what echoes are supposed to be in the game world, right? Like, okay, we can analyze crime scene stuff and reconstruct it. Why can't we always do that? How can there be an echo in our vicinity? Like, aren't there always going to be things that have happened in an area, and sometimes they're going to be things that are noteworthy?
So I gave you a chance to work with me, and you decided you were going to turn me in instead.
For God's sake, you don't have to do this. You need help. You've gone crazy.
Now you're back talking to the guy with the gun. I'd say you're the crazy one. Me, I'm feeling real sane about things. Hang on, I'm just finishing up here. I'll be right over.
This can't be right. The video's showing Division agents going rogue, killing each other. That's not... No. Just... no. Okay, let's just focus on the job. It looks like the shade tech used to create that echo's been hacked. I can't get a read on the agent's identity. If there's a security room near you, we might have a shot at IDing them, if I can upload the surveillance footage and they didn't wipe it.
Okay, so shade tech creates echoes?
Downloading archive. have security data.
Are they maybe only present in areas where, like, a Division agent was there at the time? Oh, great. So the warning no respawn zone means that if we are downed in this area, we can still be picked back up.
Look sharp. You're not alone anymore.
Download complete. Begin upload.
But,
I'm reading first wave agents near you, but they're not responding to my hails. I don't like it.
but if we go down, we're not coming back.
Weapons free. Go, go, go!
Wonderful.
Confirm. Upload complete.
Yeah, I did that to myself. That was purposeful. It actually was. There was like a shotgun unit flanking us, and my grenades don't hurt my teammates the way that they hurt me. Yay, blind fire. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, you can F right off, friend. Thank you. Okay. Wait, what? Seemed like a good time to maybe create our own cover. Wow. Of course, the giant armored guy with a super machine gun is not going down very easily. Yep, there went the cover. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't need that cover. Jeez. Okay. No.
Alert. Friendly division
Don't get to come in here. And I'm pretty sure I'm the most forward, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep fighting. I'll let the two guys behind me heal each other. I say right as I almost die myself. Ow. Not good. Super not good. Jeez. Ow. That felt like a shotgun. Ah, great. Speaking of being downed, let's get to somewhere we're a little bit easier to pick back up. And if I could crawl right into here. Okay. Come on, Doc. It's right there in your name. Your name, Doc. Not even gonna try. You just need to press a button. There's like a big radius where you can heal me in. Okay, thank you. Now, let's get back out here. That was a little bit harrowing. Ow. I could kind of ignore that while I'm behind smart cover, like knowing that my own healing is going to overwhelm the damage from taking a grenade like that. Come on. I mean, the suppression is great and all, but I'm still going to need them to get up occasionally. Okay. Man, Scarecrow has an awful lot of little bars above his head. Tear gas? Tear gas might not be so bad. If I could use it to daze him enough that he stands up. And of course now I'm out of sniper rifle ammo now that he's standing in the open. I'm also going to need to be way closer to him to use a light machine gun. That's a helicopter. Also, that's a sniper over there. Oh, that's almost exactly where I want it to be. Well, at least suppressing an enemy right before he throws a grenade always works. Got his armor about halfway down. This is kind of indicative of him both being the boss and us being on hard mode, that he has so much armor. But that works. Fortunately, he's just throwing, like, EMP grenades, I'm pretty sure, which don't do an awful lot of damage to him. No, I was coming to you. Okay. Yeah, that was an EMP grenade. Sure enough. Tell you what. I'd like to be a little bit more mobile than I can be right now. Thankfully, snipers are relatively squishy, at least on hard mode standards of squishy.
Warning. An agent on your team requires aid.
Oh no. Well, by varying definitions of immediate, I would totally be happy to get over to you. 2 more snipers just came in. Okay, if one or the other could die, oh, jeez. Either Scarecrow or his sniper buddies, that would be grand. They're complementing each other a little bit too well. I do think it's really cool how he's got like all these tech abilities though, right? Like between turrets that he deploys and
Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
and grenades that he's throwing. But I can EMP too, and ow, and then stand up and immediately take a sniper shot. Just waiting for my smart carb to come off cooldown so that I can heal a little bit. I have no grenades left. Awesome. Alright. HP coming back. Scarecrow going down. And suddenly his sniper friends become a lot easier to deal with when you can rush them. Even if that means getting into melee range.
None of what you found is good. To see agents turning on each other, abandoning the mission, it never should have gone down like that. God damn it. Be extra careful from now on, Agent. I think you might have just attracted some attention.
Okay. So it might have been a little bit obvious from like a million miles away. Also cool. Sniper rifle, silencer, you can deal with that. But some of the first wave division agents went rogue. And murdered some of the other first wave division agents. I imagine we are about to kind of be introduced to maybe another big bad. I feel like the current boogeyman in the game has been the virologist that was responsible for the construction of the dollar virus.
Shit, you're not gonna believe this one. This guy's more nihilistic than I am.
Mr. Rhodes, let's just let the agents see the footage and evaluate, okay? But yes, it's a doozy.
But you know, you don't exactly expect a final boss fight with a biologist to be all that.
I can't believe the bullshit that went down in the dark zone at the end there.
I know. We had it. Everything I told them was dead on. They made us pull out anyway.
And we left our dead behind.
Yeah, we're not supposed to do that. Hang on a second. But we don't leave people behind. We're here to make sure this city doesn't get left behind. But the people we're working with, they're just fine with leaving all of us behind if it's convenient.
Look, I don't agree with every decision that's been made, but
I am saying it's time to leave them behind. Their model doesn't work anymore. If we're smart, we cut it loose before it drags us down, before it kills us.
you're talking treason.
I'm talking common sense. Look around. There's nothing left to save. The JTF is trying to save a Manhattan that doesn't exist anymore. It is all about power now. Power and survival. They are done, but I am not. And you won't be either. Not if you work with me.
Okay,
Alert. An agent is leaving the team.
that's fine. Yeah, so as I was saying, the virologist doesn't really scream final boss battle so much as a rogue division agent might. Okay. Ah, I see. Our recording was from a CCTV feed that was like right there until it got shot down, maybe closer. It felt like it landed here. That doesn't make sense. Or it could have just been a similar seal over a different door. You never know with these types of things. Oh, okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a look of some different aspects of the gameplay. This sort of tanking role with the use of smart cover and mobile cover, which I didn't really get to use too much, had a lot to do with how cramped that level was. There wasn't a lot of need for additional cover, as there was plenty to go around with a lot of tight hallways. But yeah, the idea of like the threat mechanic in the game and having certain members of your team have, you know, suppressors that reduce their threat, while you've got, you know, one guy who's laying down 100-round bursts from a weapon that doesn't do that. There are, in fact, compensators that even increase threat for that specific reason. And that's kind of the idea. You know, you get stacked up with things like the smart cover so that you're healing behind it. There's also a couple of talents here that I really like. Use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 40%. I find that very handy when trying to stay alive and drawing lots of fire. Also killing a hostile while moving to reduce incoming damage, so that if you end up just sort of out of cover and walking around with the machine gun, there are times that you can just sort of walk directly at opponents and manage to come out of it alive. Doc McGee is over there getting some as well. These things can kind of work together to make a build that works a little bit better in multiplayer than I feel like it really works while you're by yourself and you don't have those extra layers of support. But you know, the game does a good job of creating several different play styles and allowing them all to be fairly effective members of the team. You know, there's not any one guy that gets to just steal the glory in every single fight or anything like that. Oh, there's somebody behind me. Interesting. Alright, well, I tell you what, before I get drawn into any random street battles here, I am going to go ahead and say my goodbyes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe. There's more on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos. And I will catch you guys next time.